This episode of the Jersey Beer Guys podcast has been brought to you by White Eagle Liquor Store, Riverside, New Jersey, Great Belly Brew Tours in Oakland, New Jersey, and by Dr. Brewlittle's Brewery in downtown Maple Shade, New Jersey. Make sure you visit all of our sponsors.
What you are about to hear is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
20 seconds to self-destruct.
You are a very well-respected journalist in the craft beer industry.
Yes.
You know that, don't you?
We've got entirely too many troublemakers here.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Alcohol is a way of life. Alcohol is my way of life, and I aim to keep it.
10 seconds to self-destruct.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Well, good Saturday. What is today? Saturday, right?
Saturday. I just don't know the
Saturday afternoon, Jersey Beer Guys.
And a girl.
There you go. I'm all confused because it's it's Small Business Saturday.
The small business,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
It's
Support
2 days
local
after
business, yeah.
Yep, 2 days after Thanksgiving. So you just heard, you heard Amy's voice. You never not hear Amy.
I'm always here.
And then you just heard another voice, and that would be Eric. who
I'm
was
here.
MIA last week.
Yep.
Is here this week.
Back again.
There you go. And the kid's here.
I'm back.
Yeah, there you go.
We got a full boat.
Yeah, we're just glad we didn't have to get a wheelchair for the kid.
Yeah, I limped in. I'm good.
He's good.
Beer will make everything better.
Yep. MRI, a parenting class, or a birthing class, right?
Yeah, I had one of them this morning.
And now he's drinking beer,
Yeah.
doing a podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had a busy
Damn.
day.
I know.
Yep.
I'm screwed.
Class, huh?
Kid's not even here. Broke my back.
Just wait. It gets better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
wait till
sure.
he's the age you start doing all the work you need done around the house. Yep.
That's why we have kids.
Yeah, I can't wait for
To do all the
some
work.
indentured servitude. I can't wait.
Exactly.
It's an insurance policy for when we get older.
Yeah.
So elder care.
So we are at Bout the Hops. Drop the A. Bout the Hops, Mt Laurel, New Jersey. We have Kevin, one of the owners, with us. How you doing, Kevin?
Good. What's up, guys?
He was wandering. He was already brew hopping this morning before he showed up his own brewery.
We got we showed up at Mechanical at open time, 11 o'clock. Got a couple down. Okay,
There you
nice.
go.
Yeah. And it was what, Mechanical's opening weekend, right? Yeah, they
Okay.
opened on Black Friday. Okay. And today's their second day.
Yeah, so they. I guess they're doing good. We were there last week. 2 of us were there last week.
Yeah, 2 of us. We sent out requests for applications, right?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yep.
We did. Still waiting on those to come in. Since
Yeah, no, they're in the mail, Aim.
Yeah.
Keep waiting.
Yeah, they're being counted.
Well, they're
waiting.
supposed to email me directly, so we'll know. So,
have you checked?
but the episode's not out yet.
So,
well,
so
I
Rob,
guess
we're
we
really
don't have
interested in you, but that Amy lady, can you leave her home?
Amy said no women though.
No women.
We don't need a girl.
No, it's got to be a guy.
So
Because, we can't have Jersey Beer Guys with wannabes.
right, Jersey Beer Guy.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be more than one. So, all right, we're sitting here drinking. It's 12:30 in the afternoon.
Awesome.
It's late.
I am drinking a fruited sour and a chocolate stout. So my taste buds
Wait, at the same time, just
Yeah.
going to throw that out there.
They're direct opposites.
Yeah, you're going left and right field right off the bat.
my taste buds
Wow.
are, what the hell are you doing to me today?
Well, there goes a one and only fan.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, wait.
why?
What the hell's this guy doing drinking these beers?
Well, we don't know anything about beer. We're
That's
just here
true.
to have fun.
That's true.
Yeah, we
I know.
never
We like
Drinking
anything
beer.
about beer.
It's about the craft beer.
I know everything there is to know about beer.
Oh God, don't even get. We're not going down that road today.
She did it all by colors.
You know what's
Duh.
funny is people come in and they go, I don't like dark beers. And I'm like, well, you can't taste colors, so we're good. Exactly, yeah.
That's very true. Very true.
Yeah. So speaking of tasting colors and tasting beers, your board has a lot of beers on it.
Yeah, we try to keep 18 on at all times.
Wow. That's a good
Okay.
That's a good number.
for a small place.
Yeah,
That's a good number.
We're fortunate enough to have started with a small system, high rotation, keep it interesting, that kind of thing. We focus, we try to keep the board half filled with IPAs and the rest non, and rotate it around so everybody has a reason to come back. But more importantly, if you come with a group of people, you're going to find something that you like.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's the sour, there's a chocolate pumpkin stout.
Yeah.
Which you tried, right?
Chocolate pumpkin.
I'm on my second one, by the way.
Are you? I'm drinking the chocolate stout, but there's a Kolsch, there's a Hef, there's a collaboration beer on there, there's a wit beer.
Yeah, it's definitely variety.
We just did a collab with Dr. Brewlittle's, which is a combination of our two primary focuses. They've had a lot of more traditional styles, and we have a lot of IPAs, and what we found is a middle ground between that, where we have a Belgian IPA.
Okay.
So it's done with a little bit of a Belgian yeast. It gives it that banana ester, and it's got a little bit of New England component to it, so it's lighter and fruitier. Just made a different way, basically.
Good. How's the reception been so far on people ordering it up and stuff?
We just put it on yesterday.
Just put it on?
So,
okay. Brandy new then.
Yep, brand new. Yep.
So Amy's got one.
Actually, I got one in my hand.
Well, she's got a taste. She's got a flight. So
I got a flight, so I could try them all.
so you can get a flight of 4 or a flight of 6.
Which is heaven.
Yeah.
6. Like, seriously. You could try, like, half your menu. So,
well, that would be a third.
Here goes her math again.
I just thought I'd point that out to you.
Yeah. Wow. Keep drinking.
Technically a third.
18, right?
You put the ball on the tee for that one for sure.
She was running out of fingers.
Well, they okay, forget it. Oh my God, it's early. So this has a lot of flavor to it.
Yeah.
Like, before it even went to my mouth, I could smell the banana.
Yes.
Which was amazing to me because I'm not a big banana fan. But would you like to try it, Eric? You're looking at me like you really want to.
Hell yeah.
That's the
No, what the fuck?
I know, right? It's called a Belgian IPA.
Which I don't think I've ever had before.
Yeah, it's a unique style.
It is very unique, and it's but just, oh my God, what are you two talking about?
I said, the hell with the pandemic. He's sitting there drinking out of a glass. But then again, you're close.
Well, I was going to get any more. He can do it. But whatever. Yeah, we are close.
That's got a lot of flavor. Yeah.
It does have a lot.
Yeah.
Eric, you want? No, what's your name? Ian? You want to try that?
Yeah, I'm your nephew, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've known me my whole life.
Would you like to try it?
I'm okay right now.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's very
Keep your
good.
pandemic down there.
Yeah, he's way across from me. He's more than 6 foot away from me. But listen, Eric is good with the pandemic because if alcohol kills it or helps you, he's good.
That or he's patient zero.
It's not true. Anyway, this is a very good beer. It's actually a style I could probably get used to.
Thank you.
Get really used to.
It's definitely drinkable. I mean, you could.
Well,
Bunch of them.
drinkable.
I mean,
all
could
beer is
crushable.
drinkable.
Crushable. All right. Lawnmower
What's
beer.
wrong with
Proper
you?
terminology here.
Has it been that long?
Yes, it has.
Okay, all right. Is that what it is?
I'm loving the names of these beers.
They have some. Listen, I'm sad because I wanted that pig lipstick.
That's what I went in for too.
It's not on there?
No,
it kicked this
it
morning?
kicked.
Yeah.
It
Christ.
Who kicked the pig?
Somebody kicked the pig.
It's actually, I believe, our second best-selling beer, actually.
That's probably why. It's
What kind of beer is
farmhouse
it?
ale.
What kind of beer is it?
Farmhouse ale.
Oh, okay.
Is the mannequin
So
beer up there?
It's a good one for this time of year.
It's not up there.
Not up
Ginger
there
and
yet?
cranberry. Okay, all right.
no, that first of all, where'd you come up with that name, pig lipstick? Like, where do you come up with these names?
I mean, we just try to make puns on, different things in music, pop culture, movies, that kind of thing. And, we taste them and, try to come up with them. I mean, it's really one of the hardest things to do. We don't come out with sentences of what the name is either. And, it's harder than making the beer, actually. It really is.
Everybody brainstorm.
Yeah, we have things that,
You have to be so witty and clever.
Yeah, and people come up with an idea, and I'm like, no, that sucks. And then it goes to another round, and we come up with more ideas. Sometimes it can take hours and hours just bullshitting and drinking it.
By the end of the night.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I like that one.
It's a lot. Sometimes the beer will be done for days, and we just cannot come up with a name to put it on,
Wow, okay.
So they just keep drinking and drinking. And
Yeah, really.
So they come up with the name and then
That's true.
that makes sense.
By attrition. Okay, well, I'll take this one.
Yeah.
So I think to circle back around, though, you're not supposed to circle back around. let's do the address of this place and talk about this place. So, where are you located?
We're in Mt Laurel, 2000 Crawford Place, Suite 400, which is always the trick. So we're right next to the Virtua patient accounting place.
Okay.
As you pull in, there's no signage. You got to kind of, trust where you're going / know where you're going, which is unfortunate.
Well, there are signs all over the place.
We do put the white signs out.
Yes.
So when we're riding around, you see the new brewery signs.
That's us.
This is the place.
The road department pulls them down. The association pulls them down.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody wants to take down our signs. I mean, we have put out a lot of them, but at the same time, they do break the link, and we apologize for if you get lost along the way.
Okay.
Which I've heard a couple people do.
Yeah, it has happened. Yeah.
And I've had people ask me, "What's this new brewery?" Like there are signs, and there's signs near the mall, like the Morristown Mall.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they follow it, and then they don't know where they're going.
Yeah. Well, when we started out, we assumed everybody owned a smartphone, but some people really like to like the hunt, and they wanted to follow it, which is, sure, you're going to miss a couple here and there. It is what it is. The awareness is out there, and we started putting our name on them finally.
There you go.
Yeah, we got that feedback, and we took it to heart. So we just the other day I put a few out, and they had our .com on it. So we're getting there. We never thought that they would blow up the way that they did.
Okay.
So
how long have
felt apologies there?
How long have you been open?
We're actually coming around on a 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary. Okay.
Yeah, December 7th, 2019, we opened, which is right around the corner. We have a little event planned.
Okay.
We have music coming. We've got a birthday cake stout with vanilla in it coming. And we were going to have a food truck. They unfortunately canceled today, and we're working on trying to get a replacement to that. But I'm trying to make a little event out of it on Saturday.
Right. Okay.
December 7th. Okay.
The 5th. The 5th. Okay. Saturday. Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry.
That's
for Harbor Day.
Saturday of the weekend that we were.
Okay. All right.
Well, my daughter's birthday is the 6th. So, yeah. Maybe I'll bring her.
Imagine that.
Maybe.
Hey, you're taking Mom to a brewery for your birthday. You're driving.
Yeah, really.
Happy birthday.
She'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Nah.
With her friends, but not with Mom.
No.
Well, yeah.
She sees how Mom acts. She
gets embarrassed.
Bring Mom home early.
Never.
No, she'll just go sleep in the car and come back.
All right, so whatever. So, do you do any of the brewing?
No, I do the drinking.
Oh, you're a taste tester.
I am. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
So my partner and I started the company, and he's primarily run the back of the house. I primarily took care of all the legal aspects, dealing with the state, Fed, applications, and all that stuff. And together we put the place together.
Okay.
We came down here on the weekends, and we painted the ceilings, we painted the walls, we did the floors ourselves. There's not a nut, bolt, and screw in this place that we haven't done ourselves.
Wow, invested.
That we're legally allowed to do. Like we had to have a plumber, we had to have an electrician. Those things we subsided, but we were in here with the saws, cutting the walls down in the bathrooms, moving it over, doing the tiles. I mean, so it's been a labor of love. We built the bar, we did everything.
Good.
So
good.
That's kind of the lay of the land at the moment, and we still continue to do all the important shit.
All the stuff that needs to be done.
We have to consume the beer before it goes out. I talk to all my beer tenders. You got to drink the beer when it comes out. Don't serve a beer without trying it first.
Well, so that way they're educated on what they're serving and saying hey, if you don't like this, try this, or I can say hey, if I don't like IPAs or something.
Listen, it's like a chef, right? So a chef, as you have to try it, you got to make sure it's good for the people.
That is true. We get a lot of people that come in and they say, I've never been here before. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm going to try some stuff. What do you recommend? And we prescribe it to what they think they've had before or what they think they like. And and it's probably one of the most important parts of what we do is to try to get people that are half interested fully converted and find them something that will get them to come back to us.
It almost caters to what they are used to drinking, but you can kind of introduce them to like your different styles and everything.
Right.
Like, hey, if you don't like IPAs or something.
Yeah, we get people that come in, I like Drunk Miller Lite. I'm like, well, make sure you drink this Kolsch then.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So one thing that I have friends that
No, you don't. Yeah.
I have
Eric,
friends.
that was really quick. Like, I'm impressed with you right now. So, and I really don't. But the people I work with,
Both of them?
2 of them.
Okay.
Now I work with a lot of people. I just don't have friends. One thing I always tell them, I don't know if you tell your customers when they come in and you give them the beer or whatever. And my biggest thing is you have to sip it 3 times.
3 honest sips.
3
every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
And I told my girlfriend that, and she really is a girlfriend. And I work with her. Look at that. We do 2 things.
Okay, Amy, you have a couple friends.
I know.
Right?
I have 1.
It's validation time.
So, I made her try it. She's like a Coors Light, Mo Light kind of, not a big drinker. I made her try it, and she's like, oh, yeah, she gives me that face. I'm like, 3 sips. You have to give me 3. By the 3rd sip, it wasn't, this beer, but like just in general, she's like, all right, like this is good. Like, I like it. So do you tell your customers that when they come in, they're like, oh, I don't know what to try, and you give them a beer?
We don't employ that, but that's actually really, really good advice.
So I would definitely suggest it to them.
Yeah, of course. That's really good too, because I do the same thing subconsciously. I never actually thought about it.
Right.
What we do teach people though is that they should drink them in increasing IBU orders. So one of the things that happened was when we first started, we had our Sparge Night, which is 240 IBUs in the front of the tap menu, and people would come in and say, "Oh, we like IPAs, so let's do 2, 3, 4, 5," and we would put them in order, and they would sit down and they would drink the highest IBU one first. So by the time they got to the New England IPAs, it didn't really taste the way that it should have tasted.
Yeah.
So, and we do, and the fact that we have 6 flights, it compounds it even more, because you can't really put that particular beer anywhere in the order except for the end. And we give people the power to grab the flight and write the numbers on them in the order that they think.
Okay.
So it's been a little bit of an educational process to teach people, hey, you should really try them in this order. And even then, some of the things in the middle kind of like stand out. If you're going to have our pig lipstick at the time, which is a little bit higher on the ginger, it's gonna hit your mouth a different way, right? It's gonna affect you. So, when we're busy, it's a little bit harder to deal with, but when we have a moment to share that education, we certainly
everybody's getting educated at the same time.
Yep.
Because we found even temperature changes it.
Temperature and CO2 are huge factors in flavor.
Well, your stouts and your porters need to sit a little bit.
They need to open up.
Also,
very much. You need to open up. Without a doubt.
I just tasted your wit beer.
That's what I'm drinking.
That was
Big fan.
really good. The flavor in that. Did you try that?
Which one is it?
The 13.
It's probably the closest beer I've had to an Allagash, like an actual brewery's wit beer. And I'm a big fan of Allagash White.
That has a 3 sips, Rob.
3 honest. Got to give it 3 honest sips, old man.
Do you know what my taste buds are going through right now?
Yeah, really. You're all over the map,
You really are.
I have a whip beer. I have tasting a whip beer. I got a whatchamacallit?
Sour. Jeez, you're a mess. Just
porter.
Don't drink anymore. It's all mine.
I'm not going to.
Don't drink anymore.
All right,
Hi. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. As the brewer here, I have to come in and talk about this wit beer.
Was it?
You're going to have to get close.
Yeah, you're going to get yelled at for close. Yeah, there we go.
About a fistful away.
Right.
Wow.
Kevin's like,
What's your name?
I'm Nate.
Hi, Nate. So
yes.
you do the beer?
Yep.
do the magic.
All the beer, and that's my recipe from beginning to end. So I'm glad you really enjoy it.
No, that has a lot of flavor to it that I really enjoy.
Yes, well, I think it's more about body than flavor in a lot of these beers, which you'll see the difference of. Like, where if you look at the lacing of that wit beer and the residual sugars in that body, that's what creates the flavors that you're probably enjoying.
Okay.
He just got real technical.
Yeah, he just hit Amy with some big words, and Amy
just shut the whole table up.
Thanks for that.
Amy glossed over the screensaver came up on her eyes. Did you see that? Because
we shake the mouse. Get her back.
He's our resident lunatic. All he does is spend all day on his phone reading and eating and drinking and sleeping beer. Seriously.
Well,
there you go.
Yeah.
I do that. My wife yells at me.
Yeah, but you're sleeping.
Yeah.
I hate him for that.
No, No, that's a really, really good beer.
No.
You gotta try that.
Yeah.
I did try it.
Oh, you did?
You told me to leave it alone.
It's mine.
Well, one sip and done.
I did one sip. You said I had to
you
do
got
three.
all that shit going
Well,
on.
hold on. Yeah, I do have all this shit going on. So give me a minute.
You know what I love doing with a
water?
whip beer? It's
Do I
kind of
look
weird.
like I need water? I do.
The old.
You do.
Do you ever see anybody sprinkle pepper on a whip beer?
Nah.
Oh my God! It's somebody did it to me when I was at a bar. Put black pepper on a Allagash White, and I drank it. It's amazing.
It changed it, or
Oh yeah, it's got like I don't know, like fresh peppercorn on top. It's unreal.
I think we have some pepper over in our.
Wait, would you
Our thing
suggest
over
that?
No, I would believe that as like coriander is a normal spice that you put in wit, which would add a actual level of spice to it, which might be nice. I've never tried it personally, but I could see that being good.
It surprised the hell out of me. It was really good though.
Or a shot of orange moonshine. That's good too.
Yeah,
That's good at Miller
that's
Lite.
a little different.
That's good at Miller Lite. It really is. So, all right. So my question, because I always have them, Coronas, like Corona beer. Like I know that's in Mexico or whatever. And I've seen people at the bar put salt in their Corona beer. Wait, I really wish there was a video right now because the two of you.
There was question marks.
Going with a quantity question.
They thought they were being pranked.
You should have seen the look on their face. Oh my God. All right, so no go. All right, so pepper on a Allagash White.
Pepper on a whip beer.
On a whip beer.
Great.
I think we could probably pull that off. We'll have to try. We'll have to check.
It might be
spare pepper over there.
Yeah, it's different. It's good. Big fan.
Look at him.
I'm just thinking about it now. It's good.
All right, so Nate, where did you get your start from brewing?
Mainly, I come from a biology degree background, so I just was really interested in like all this and what I can make. My mother used to make wine, so like I really got my start from there. And growing up in cooking and mixology, and just really love creating something. So I started home brewing. Did that like since probably 18. Like so before.
So that was last year.
I was going to say, what are you, like 20 now?
Yeah.
I'm 30 actually, but yeah.
Okay, I did not.
Really
I,
Yeah.
He does look
very
very young.
Very young.
Makes me feel like shit.
Yeah.
I'm down here with a bad T3, T4, and I'm 32.
Really? Have them lift something for you.
Yeah, I got wheeled in. They just dumped me off back here.
Yeah, no, I just really love the idea of creating something. So I started, and it's just this big, deep well that I keep getting deeper and deeper into. Yeah.
You keep going down the rabbit hole, don't
Yeah,
you?
rabbit hole farther and farther, and there's just no escape.
All right. Did you do that, Kolsch?
Yep, that's also.
All right. So it's that ain't dry hop fruity Halloween candy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm tasting. I'm like tasting like Smarties.
It's sweet tarts.
That's
okay.
why.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I can picture it. Try that.
No, it's absolutely the sweet tarts. I threw also Skittles, Starburst, like just whole mixed bags of Halloween candy in it.
You can so
But the
taste
sweet
that.
tarts came through like
Yeah, right? Rob's shaking his head. You
perfectly.
can't see that, but he's shaking his head.
identical to sweet tarts.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, it tasted. You tasted
You
it.
can so taste, and I know I said the wrong thing. It's not smart, and I pictured it like I pictured that roll.
Yeah, it comes in the same roll,
Yep.
everything. Yep.
Absolutely. Oh my God! I'll let you try it in a minute, Eric.
Halfway through. Go ahead.
Halfway through. Wait, my halfway.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
I'm there.
Now, is this the first time you've had a brewer's job, or did you start someplace else?
Well, this is my first full time. Like I've been around the block and know people around here, but this is my first like completely under like my control. Most of the time, I was just doing cleaning tasks.
That's
where
a
if
lot
anyone
of-
wants to get into the
yeah.
industry, like you'll know that is what you do.
Yeah, cleaning is up there
Oh, yeah.
foremost kind of deal.
Cleaning's key.
I call myself head janitor most of the time when people ask me what I do. It's a lot of cleaning, sanitization. Like, there's some fun parts, but it's 100% mostly cleaning.
Where do you get your kind of ideas? Like when you're talking about the candies and stuff like that, what's your? Do you have a certain style that you like, or is it that you like to do?
Well, I I think the thing about me is like I love drinking like everything from like IPAs to Belgians. I love and Belgians what got me into this. So having such a diverse like taste profile allowed me to create many different styles. But it's also like a feeling I want to incorporate in it. With that candy, I wanted to create this like Halloweenish, like kind of like sweet candy flavor. Like it's all about like having a feeling and where would I want to drink this? Why would I want to drink this? Because each beer has its time and place. Like I have respect for even Budweiser and those to be able to produce that kind of scale at like such a consistency. You'd have to understand like there's skill and technicality, everything, and every beer has its time and place. Like I don't want to drink a 12% stout on a 100-degree day.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely, absolutely right. Like, go ahead.
That's exactly the point. Like I've been all over the world and drinking beers, to Honduras and breweries there, and I've been to Amsterdam and I've had Heineken there, and it is fucking delicious. It's not anything like you get over here. So the stigmas of certain things, Budweiser might have come a long way and what have you, but I'm sure that if you get one there, it's not the same as if they mass produced it and let it sit in shelves and all kinds of other stuff. Like regardless of how it happened, it's still a really good American style, and it's prevalent everywhere for that reason.
Right.
They beat, the craft industry has taken off a lot, but at the same time, like there is hundreds and hundreds of other beers that have come and gone, and they're around for a reason. They were the king, period.
Well, I got to tell you. So you're 2 for 2 right now.
I hope I keep 100% at this
is
point.
An interview process, by the way.
Like this is going to make or break his day.
He's going to be like, right.
He's just like,
you don't know.
Definitely just not going to make his day what we say.
No, try to hurt my feelings. Have you ever heard of Untapped? So like that sometimes I read some of those reviews and people be like, oh, I don't like stouts one. Yeah. So like I get my feelings hurt on a daily basis. So whatever you guys can do won't damage me at all.
The Untapped, you read the reviews and then they say, well, at the end of it, they're like, well, I don't like IPAs. Well, why are you reviewing?
But they're
IPAs
reviewing
then?
a double dry hopped, super dank New England style IPA. But this isn't my style of beer, and then they'll just completely bash the beer in the brewer.
It's kind of like the Antichrist in a lot of ways for breweries. It's a social media platform where people, put their views about specific things that are personal to them, but yet the industry uses it as a tool for judgment, and there's no middle ground to that. It's almost just, it's almost unfair in a lot of ways.
You have people judging that shouldn't be judging.
That's right.
And opening their mouth.
There should be. The single biggest thing that I think that they can do is add a percentage modifier to the points that, the more that you have drank and more that you have rated, the more important your
score actually is.
But that's a different story.
But the thing is, come out and do it with your own taste buds. Come out and try the beer.
For sure. You definitely shouldn't be. You should be allowed to voice your opinion, but the industry uses it way too differently, and that's not known from the people that first start using it.
That's why I've never actually made one for us. Like I was thinking about making one, but who the hell are we, honestly? And
I got my own taste buds.
If I like your beer, the biggest compliment I'm going to give you is I'm going to buy it. So
yes,
Exactly.
And we're going to come back to your brewery. We're going to come and support you.
Well, don't read the reviews. I'm sure we have negative reviews about our podcast. I don't read them because if you know what,
we listened to them once. That pissed me off the one day.
Listen, if they were, I always look at it this way. If they were that good, they would be
reviews.
Doing it. So don't criticize us. We're doing it.
We're out having fun.
Sit in your mother's basement at your keyboard and be.
We're not. A lot of that I know you have to dismiss. Like you can't just judge every review and take everything. I've seen people on Untapped that have like 1,000 ratings that their average is like 1. Like you have to like let it go and just do what you love. It doesn't care what anyone else says. There's gonna be haters no matter what you do. Like,
haters gonna hate, right?
Yep.
So you just have to love what you're doing and keep doing
that haterade.
I'm sure you've made a beer that you went, that's not too good. Let's change it up.
You're probably your biggest critic.
I'm my harshest.
Without a doubt.
I'm also more than my harshest critic. He'll tell you that I don't like anything I make. I think it could always be better, grow farther.
That's a chef.
Yep.
I mean that's.
I do a lot of cooking.
I'll isolate that later.
I used to do a lot of cooking.
Why is your husband laughing in the background?
No, he is not. He's not even paying attention to me. It's fine.
That's normal. Now you do a lot of ordering out, but go ahead.
Listen, I order the good places.
My wife has a whole slew of cooking stuff, from panini presses to everything in pots and pans. I own 2 frying pans, and I make everything out of 2 frying pans.
They can use the most.
Yeah. That's it.
Seasoned. They're well seasoned.
All right, and go ahead, continue, because you're doing a comedy routine. I want to
Chef Boyar Amy, what's going on?
It's like Tosh.0 here.
Just shut up. And now I forget what I was saying.
Something about cooking. Fantasy, some dream you had about cooking.
I wasn't dreaming about cooking, but like when you cook, it's the same thing. Like, okay.
I actually,
you judge your own thing, and I don't like.
He's going to bail you out.
Why are you hitting my head?
Stay close to the mic.
No, I absolutely agree with you, and why I think I end up here is my mother was a pastry chef, my stepfather was a chef, and so the culinary experiences were like got me all into this. Okay. So I can see that connection.
You know
and
what?
Like
that's a strong person to be able to say, I don't like that. Like, but yet everybody else is going like, you're like, no, there's something, something missing. Not. There's something, so you know what it is that you're cooking, you're making. I get you. Yeah. Like I totally get you. I'm the same way. Like there's little something that I just don't like.
That's a good background to have when coming into brewing, right there.
Yeah.
No, I mean precision is very important when brewing.
The other funny thing about Untapped is that we can see the ratings in real time, and people put their ratings in, which is great. They should definitely do that, and they're still sitting here. But then they come up and they put their glasses back, and I say, "Hey, how was everything?" And they're like, "Oh, it was great." And that's like, okay, so why don't you just tell me what you didn't like about it, so we can make a better beer?
We can make changes.
Right. You're not going to hurt our feelings.
Yeah,
let's put it that way.
Constructive criticism.
People are, I think, are afraid to give their criticism in person, which is what we want, because somebody's going to leave that review, and I go, well, why did they do that?
Yeah, but you want your feedback to be instantaneous.
I want it. Yeah,
like,
I want
hey,
exactly.
What didn't you like about it? What can we change? You talk to the brewer and say,
oh, that's on nitro. That's why it's tasted like that.
Well, just a small description helps as well. Like 1 star, if you don't really leave any description, I don't know why you didn't like it. Right. A little bit of information helps and goes a long way.
It kind of goes the same way as a brewer too. An accurate description of your beer will really help people too. When they don't know what they like, but they read a really good description, I say, that sounds good. And then you and you have like you describe a flavor profile, and it's to the T. When you sip that beer, it's amazing.
Yep. And it's not like you guys are sitting around, you guys are trying it too.
That's why we use subtle, gentle, powerful, so that you have an expectation of where that profile is. You might say, oh, I like pumpkin, but I don't want it to be too much, right?
Right.
Now, if I put it out there and I didn't describe it accurately, then we've got an issue. Half of the ratings are about setting a proper expectation, for sure.
But how's your reception been, point of, feedback right here? Like, how's it been?
Yeah, I mean, when we engage in a good conversation, like, it goes there, right? Okay. But, when we're busy and we don't have the time to do that interaction, people just say, oh, it's good, regardless of what they put down.
Really?
When you get into a conversation with people, they start to open up a little bit. For sure.
Have you ever tried to get a friend who doesn't drink beer into craft beer? Has anyone tried that?
I don't have any friends that don't drink.
You don't have any friends? Makes sense. Yeah.
I did it with my father.
I paid them.
It's really hard to hone in on what they like. So to be like, oh, I don't like this factor, and you're like, oh, you give them another beer, and like, I don't like this either. But like you said, you didn't like the one with the bitterness. Like you one that was unbitter, and now you don't like this one either.
Right.
But then like these weird things that you're like, no, this is 100%. The IBUs are in the hundreds, but you like this one. So I realize a lot of people don't understand what they like and the nuances, and like a lot of people just don't understand what they like until they really hone that in, and they drink thousands of beers to really know.
They get to the point where they just get tunnel vision as far as I just like this. Well, there's so many different choices. There's so many different ways that we can make it, and get the hop flavor down. Depending on what you want.
You're describing the guy to your left right now, who used to drink Budweiser, and then I started making him drink craft beer. Then I was drinking sours, and you should have seen the face he used to make when I'd make him try a sour. This guy now has had more sours than I probably will ever try. I go over, he says, try this, try this, try that.
Without
I'm
a doubt, always a sour,
you used
but
to
never
hate
a pumpkin.
sours. No,
Never.
you can't
We're
get
getting
a pumpkin.
there. We're getting there.
No, we're not.
But
We
that's
are still
I think
getting
that's just a personal preference, flavor profile thing. You just don't like it. But sour style, you love sour style beers now.
No, without a doubt.
But that's
You used to hate them.
No, it's not okay because we were how many years?
What's that?
We went over to the University of the Sciences. You're freaking hated.
Sours.
You want to go back now, don't you?
Yeah, I do. We're go back there.
I know, right?
Dr. Farber, we're coming back.
Yeah. Now he has
Now
he
he's
has a
like,
refined palate. Maybe we'll go back.
Yes.
I like their sour because it was the first sour I had in a while that was really sour.
Yeah, like
That
a
actually did something
pucker,
to my
like
taste
juicy.
bud. Yes, it
Okay,
did
all right,
something
that's
to
what
my
I'm going for now. All
I
right.
thought you'd let me
I like
try that one. But whatever.
It's
I
gone.
can get another one.
Try that wit beer.
I already tried
That's
it.
the kind of sour I like.
try that.
Kind of makes your your cheeks like a warhead, like juicy. Yeah, that's the kind of sour I'm into anymore.
All right.
Like really pucker up sour.
Yeah, it was good. I like that. And
I have not. I haven't. I'm going to get one now.
Extreme sour.
What?
Yes.
Say it again.
I said if you haven't had our apple sour, it is extremely sour.
You have it on tap?
Yeah.
Is that the one you just had?
I don't know. I had
It
the
is
fruited sour.
Fresh green
very,
apple
very
with
Is that
some
it?
tart taste.
I need to try that.
Yep, it'll be good.
I mean, you're talking to the girl right there that didn't like IPAs.
Said they smell like cat piss.
And within the,
That's
she
what she
came
used to
in.
say.
We started this in the boom of New England IPAs.
So
it was
I'm
everywhere.
Drinking two right now.
Yeah, look at her.
I know.
Now she's like, I mean, I like a
Double
nice New
IPA
England double. I only
Can't
drink
read
double
both.
dry hops. I'm like, this girl.
Shut up.
I have friends, one of which is now a current professional brewer who didn't like IPAs for the longest time, but it was coming into that, honing in what was your preference. Like
yeah.
hops have different flavors. Saz is different from Citra. Like you have to really like hone in like your taste buds to these. Like if you're not a whiskey drinker, you're not going to understand the nuances of that either.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing
Exactly.
with wine.
Yep.
It's drinking these and honing in, understanding your own palate.
And the more you dive into that rabbit hole, like you talked about, the more it just keeps getting bigger and bigger with all those flavor profiles. Then you start getting all these experimental hops and the flavors. I love it. I love getting
The
into that.
experimental hops is what I'm just talking about. They just released one, I think, this year that has like oakiness to it. Like you could mimic barrel age from a new experimental hop. They come out with one every year.
And that's crazy for a brewery that doesn't have the capacity to barrel age.
Yeah.
So you can put out a barrel aged tasting beer without taking up space, without taking up time. And it's crazy the amount of innovation in the industry right now. Love it.
Gotta love it.
Gotta
Ian,
love it.
what's our time there, bud?
We're 36 minutes in.
Man.
Yeah.
We got some drinking left to do, don't we?
We do.
All right, Ian, what else are you drinking?
I'm drinking everything. So, right?
I've had 6 beers. I've had half.
No, so like seriously, I have it's a
New math.
It's a hazy New England IPA.
That would have never been on your thing before.
So I'm drinking on that, but I'm drinking on this Hopnado.
See, that cracked me up right there.
It's an Imperial IPA, which you can see I'm almost
That's the
done
king.
that one.
It's the king. It's Imperial.
What the hell? Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
Amy's
not
drinking
nice.
the Imperial IPA.
No, I did, and it's almost gone.
Uh-oh.
Because it's
See you later,
really
Amy.
Good. You want to try it?
I'm okay.
No Corona. I don't have Corona. And try that.
Eric's got it already.
You're not going to be able to count worth of
No.
shit when you're done.
Yeah.
Who, me?
No,
I
him.
can't count anyway. And then I had that other IPA that you did with the with Dr. Brewlittle's, that Belgian one.
The collab.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is delicious.
That's what's different? What's a Belgian IPA?
Oh, well, the one thing that makes the Belgian is the Belgian yeast, where you get that banana flavor, and like a lot of those Belgian style flavors come mostly from the yeast. So we used a Belgian yeast. We tried to stay in line with a typical triple. So we use Saz hops. But at the same time, it's kind of like a weird version of a Belgian triple, which is why we called it what it is. And it's this beautiful mix of kind of an IPA and a Belgian, if you like both of them. So it's kind of
Is it weird because they don't go together, or
no.
how did you?
A Belgian IPA is a known and like registered style, but you wouldn't expect it to. It's a heavily hopped Belgian triple that's kind of like a combination of two styles, like a West Coast IPA and a Belgian triple, which both tend to be a little bit on the drier side. So it's just kind of a mix of two styles fused together, which is it's just really neat to us.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that Hopnado is dangerous. That does not drink like it's 8.3%.
No, see? Like, seriously. That was tasty.
Yeah, you're not getting that glass back. You finished that.
Done.
If you
I had to break it up.
Our beers, we've done it wrong, in my opinion. I don't like boozy beers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I gave it. He says that everyone I make, he's like, just make sure it's not boozy.
Right. Okay. So
I broke that up into 3 honest sips, and that could be bad. That could be
honest.
I could have a full pour of that, and the wife would be pissed.
Gonna miss her.
Hey, he ain't getting rid of her. Child support.
Yeah, right?
Cheaper to keep her.
Oh, don't go there. So that collab, like, you know, one of the reasons I grabbed that was because we've been to Dr. Brewlittle's.
Yeah, Jack.
A couple times.
And he is the sponsor of the show.
I was going to say,
They are a sponsor of the show.
Jack
of our show.
is a friend, so I talk to him often.
Thanks, Jack. So, no, we've been there numerous times, whatever. So I thought, let's see what you guys did. And before I even put it to my mouth, I can smell that banana.
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, that was huge. First of all, you know, you hit your senses, and it just kind of opens everything up when you hit your senses. And then when I taste it, you know, pass it along because I'm a friendly person. That has a lot of flavor to it. A lot of flavor.
Yeah, I'd recommend highly going to theirs and trying their variation. We kept 99% the same, but we left a little room for variation. So there's gonna be 2 different styles here.
Okay, all right.
I went and brewed both. They came here, we brewed another. But it's fantastic. We use the same yeast, so I haven't yet to try theirs, and I'm very curious to how it turned out. But the yeast is the same, so I can imagine that banana flavor is the same. 90% of the grain bill is the same. We use the same hops, but we just each put a little own signature on it. So
good. So it's a different taste if you go there versus different taste
exactly.
coming here.
And what I wanted to get people to come try both and see the comparison and just know that's maybe a 10% difference altogether.
Okay. Field trip.
I know, right?
Doctor's appointment.
I know, right?
Doctor's appointment.
Standing every week.
Yep. I'll get there this week. I wasn't there this week.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, Thanksgiving was Thursday night.
And
True.
Listen, I went down a rabbit hole of a TV program.
We're not going to go there right now.
yeah.
Yellowstone.
Wasn't
See,
Schitt's Creek,
finally,
so.
I freaking told you for how long.
I told him to.
I know. That's a great show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I told him to drink craft beer. Now we have our own podcast. I told him to
know,
watch
right?
Yellowstone.
I'm not
Maybe we'll
gonna
have a
be on
ranch.
this
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows with this guy?
Just be
He's
careful
outlandish.
where you go.
Yeah. He's out of control.
Very impressionable.
I'm fine with it.
I ordered my cowboy boots and hat.
I know that ain't true.
Get her done.
Yeah,
But I can't listen to country music. I just can't do it.
Don't go there.
I cannot do country music.
Okay, Nate,
Keep
what's
drinking.
your favorite type of beer to brew? Your favorite.
I love everything. I love creating a feeling. I've been really into Baltic porters in the cold seasons, but Belgians is what got me into this. From Belgian lambics to Belgian quads and triples is what I loved. A lot of people say Germans have the best beers in the world, but Belgian hands down best beers in the world. I'll argue that to death.
So will you change during the seasons? What's your liking kind of deal? It's
absolutely. In the hotter, where I said every beer has its time and place.
Right.
In the summer seasons, I want to brew low ABV, sessionable, light ales because that's what you want to drink when it's hot out. Whereas recently I've been brewing higher ABV, dark stouts, because that's when you drink when it's cold out. So I'll switch it up. I love all these styles, so I will keep trying to be as diverse as possible. Whatever you like, come talk to me. We can see if we can do it.
What are you thinking coming up for? I mean, we're just getting into winter months and Christmas and that kind of stuff. You got anything that you're thinking
I wanted to
about?
do a candy cane stout, but recently I did a stout where I threw a whole cake into the mash. I dry hopped it on cupcakes, so it's super chocolatey. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a lot of darker beers. I think in the bright right now is my Belgian Quad, which is one of my passion projects and my little baby there. So like I recommend coming back for that. It is absolutely delicious.
Right.
That is
you heard it here first, fans.
That is this style that got me into it. So I have like a whole feeling towards this, and it's a love for that style.
Okay, so do you guys source locally? Like you mentioned a bunch of cupcakes and stuff like that. Do you guys like patronize?
Oh, no,
local. Okay,
The local
all right.
shop, right?
All right.
Yeah, well,
all
no,
right.
I also try is if I need supplies on Sugar Man, I go to Philly Homebrew out in Oakland, right by Tonewood. So like I personally try to like support those small businesses. Like I have a lot of beer to drink here, but I go to other breweries. I love talking to other people and like hearing their opinions. So like I try to support small and local businesses as much as I possibly can.
All right, good.
During this whole pandemic that we have going on right now, I've been like, my fridge is so full. I have so much beer to go through.
Where do you live?
I live.
We're gonna come visit you.
I live close to here, but
listen, if it's overfilled, there's room in my beer fridge because I don't have that much in there right now.
Yours is looking pretty pathetic.
It is pretty pathetic.
I'm pretty sure I'll go through it in no time at all. I drink a lot of beer. How I got into this?
A lot of new friends.
Yeah, for your own safety, don't give them your address.
There's laws against that.
No, but trust me, every one of my friends that come to drink with me, I send them home with some, like, I got plenty. Like, take this. What do you want to try? Like, to get their interest peaked.
All right, so you were just, talking about different things or whatever. They ever make a peppermint beer?
Actually, I was planning on doing peppermint beer. Yes.
Listen, I like a peppermint vodka. There's a peppermint vodka that I absolutely and with you just like mentioning all that, I thought peppermint beer would be like really tasty. I think that'd be really
we
good.
definitely thought about it. I was thinking about doing a peppermint stout because I feel like the chocolatiness of like a stout would pair well with the peppermint. Yeah.
I got a name for it.
What's your name?
Hardest part.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. So hit us.
And a girl.
No, you're not getting
Because
your
we're talking about it. Like it's perfect, right?
Okay, moving along.
No, Amy.
What is it? And a girl?
And a girl.
That's your
Jersey Beer Guys and a girl.
that's your thought. Peppermint and a
Kevin,
girl.
I like
What does that have to do with?
Listen, you really don't have to, but I really think that would be a good beer. Like a little peppermint.
That was actually an idea in our pipeline to like produce because we think that'd be nice Christmas, like cool beer, like a little peppermint, like that chocolate from the stoutiness.
After shopping all day, you just drink it.
Would you put crushed peppermint around the rim and all that stuff?
Oh my God! See, right?
No, he's completely against it.
We don't rim beers here.
Kev's like,
Thank you.
Gonna axe that shit right there.
Done. I have my standards, damn it.
My own rim job. That's wrong.
And there's where the podcast went down.
We need a hemp beer too. That's Chris.
So anyway, I think that would be good. Like a little bit of peppermint in that stout. Oh my God.
No, I absolutely agree. That seems like a perfect style. Yeah.
You gotta call me when that's
I feel like that could be a dangerous beer with all that sugar in there, being ready to. It's going to be pretty high octane.
Well, what's going to be left is the non-sugar parts of the peppermint because the yeast is going to eat most of the sugar out, depending on the attenuation of the yeast itself. But depending on what you do, you're going to be left with not a lot of sweetness.
Okay.
Tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, tone it down a little bit. So you don't have to worry about being too sweet unless that's what you want. Which we could then add lactose or other sugars to it, or pick like a beer that wouldn't eat as much of that sugar up. But for me personally, I want that mint to come through strong. She wanted to do Andy's Candies, which you know.
With the chocolate and the green.
Yeah, the chocolate with the mint. Yeah. So
next would be eggnog.
Oh, eggnog would be good.
You're gonna learn.
What about eggnog? Is eggnog style type of beer you could do?
I feel like I'd have to do a non-dairy eggnog, but that might be possible. Or just hit some of the flavors.
Right.
That sounds delicious. I might come up with a recipe for that. That sounds delicious to me. I feel like I could pound back a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds different.
Yeah.
You got me thinking now.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm thinking kind of like a milk stout with the flavors in it, maybe. And
that's what I was thinking too. Is the milk stout with those kind of eggnog flavors.
A couple notes.
What do you put in eggnog? Don't you usually
I come up with the best names when I'm drinking. We call it the head nog.
Well, there you go. They got a name of the beer already.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Can't wait to come back.
Yeah.
But why I love talking to these people is because like about these beers and these flavors, because it gives me great ideas and like these great feelings where I can incorporate into that. Like eggnog is brilliant. I didn't even think of that. Like I might actually do that. That sounds delicious to me. With the peppermint was already in a pipeline, but like hearing these like reviews and ideas and what people like and don't like just gives me more ideas of things to make. Like
if there's an eggnog beer on in a month, Amy's gonna be pissed off. She pitched her beer.
I'm gonna be so fucking
She pitched her beer with a horrible name. Rob over there yelled eggnog, and now there's
great name. And a girl.
I'm just gonna mute you.
Anyway.
Well, you know what? They would have to do the eggnog as Jersey Beer Guys, and the peppermint one and the girl.
And a girl.
And
you
an
gotta
egg.
do both of them. See, they go
Same time?
You got
Yeah.
this. You got that.
The wintertime beers. Yep. There you go.
No, right? They sound like really good beers, by the way.
You know, I think Kevin's about to rip off his headphones and say the interview's over. Stupid.
No, man, my teeth are floating.
Okay. Sorry. That's all right. We're gonna wrap this up anyway. You got your beer tours come in.
Yeah, you got a lot of crowd coming in here.
This is
Awesome.
Great. I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
So we're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank you guys for sitting down and talking to us. Hope you enjoyed it.
Appreciate it very much.
We'd like to try this again sometime soon.
Yeah.
You're welcome here anytime, obviously.
Thank you.
So I before you conclude, I just had to throw out there. So those signs you see that say "New Brewery,"
Yes.
that is Bout the Hops.
That is us. Yep. And if you want one for your yard, come on in. We'll give you one.
That'd be freaking great.
I live on a main street. I'll put that bitch out there.
Yes, yes.
I'll give you one with the .com on it. How about that?
What was the address again? Put that out there.
2000 Crawford Place, Suite 400.
Okay.
Mount Laurel. Yeah, right next to the Virtua Patient County.
Okay. All right. So
Nice.
guys, come out, look for it, support your local breweries.
All right.
Support local, man.
All right, Ian, take us out.
All right. Well, obviously you can find us and all our episodes, pictures, and everything on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And JerseyBeerGuys.com.
JerseyBeerGuys.com. You can find us on the Hopped Up Network with a bunch of other local and national, international podcasts.
International.
We got any international in there?
Not international
Okay.
yet, but we're working on it.
Working on it. And then, like always, we're going to thank our sponsors. We've got Dr. Brewlittle, 108 East Main Street, Maple Shade, New Jersey.
Thanks, Jack.
We've got White Eagle Liquors. I'm going to defer to you natives for that address.
Well, it's St. Mahill Drive or River Road in Riverside.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, make sure you see a lot. And, of course, Beer Belly Brew Tours. You check them out on their website, I think Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, I think they're all there.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
All right.
And that should be it for us.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Rock on, guys.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
The Jersey Beer Guys
And the girl.
is hosted by Rob Talley,
And Amy Diamond.
along with Eric Bracken and Ian Talley. It's produced and edited by Richard Rabix.
You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Jersey Beer Guys 1 or Instagram at Jersey Beer Guys.
Thanks for listening, and remember, try something Jersey.
You still here? It's over. Go home. Go.